Hey guys, it's A1C Vasquez over at Hill Air Force Base. I'm with the 75th LRS ATF. We are Port Dawgs, and today I'm going to give you a little tour on everything we do and everything we use when it comes to our job. So the first thing when it comes to our job is making sure you have the PPE. So hearing pros, steel toe boots, and gloves. We do have a JI, which is short for joint inspection. So we have a whole inspection list that we go through. We follow each and every one that we check off and make sure that everything is good for the overall safety of the flight. Make sure the cargo gets from one destination to the next. This is our 60K. This is our main source when it comes to loading aircraft. It can hold 60,000 pounds of cargo on top of this. This is our 10K AT all-terrain. This is for loading munitions and other cargo onto the 60K. We do have to placard our 60K, showing everybody around us that there is munitions or explosives on this 60K and take precaution when it comes to getting close to this. As you can see, there's a bunch of rollers on this 60K. It starts off with the 10K AT, pushing it on the back right here and rolling all the way to the front. This is a pallet stop. This is pretty much on the front and the back side, moved with this handle right here. This is to stop the cargo from falling over the front and falling over the back side. We got our cab right here. This is where the driver operates his vehicle. He has all the controls to move it forward and backwards and to do anything he needs to with this cargo. When it comes to the rollers, it comes to the brakes, all the rolling systems, and to do anything he needs to with this cargo to get it onto the plane. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Appreciate y'all's time, and Port Dawgs Vasquez out.
This would be the one customer service career field that I would say the customer is hardly ever right. They think, well, you guys just load a plane, that can't be that hard. Okay, loading a plane is like the final step. You didn't see the other 15 steps before that. All the 17-hour days went into preparation just for that end result. That's all they see.
You get in, you might have a game plan for the day, but in 1 hour it can completely change, turn around, and go a totally different direction.
A typical day is usually just you're all over the place. You could put in 12 hours here, go home. You could be at home for an hour with your families and hanging out, and all of a sudden you get a phone call, hey, this is happening, we need you to come back into work, and you could be here another 12 hours doing something completely different.
Yes, it's stressful. You have to learn to be really flexible, but I think if every day we came in and we rigged parachutes and we did this and we did that, then we would be bored with our job.
You're going to build a camaraderie in this career field more than you would with any other career field. Doesn't matter how much you do, how hard you work, it's never done. Some career fields, their job is between these hours and it's done. After that, they finish. There's nothing else to do. And in this career field, that's not how it is. This is not your 8 to 5, punch a clock, I'm done. But at the same time, if not for our career field, the Air Force is not going to move anything by air because it's our process and we know it.
My favorite part of my job is loading cargo on planes. Working really hard with a bunch of people to the last step of the job. As soon as we load everything on and we step away from the plane and we're port clear, it's the best feeling ever. I'm Senior Airman Jacob Guy with a smaller terminal. I'm a deployment instructor. My job is to basically train the 20th Fighter Wing on how to prepare their cargo for deployments. As soon as that aircraft takes off, we all know we've done everything we could to make sure that the cargo is safe, the people are safe, and that the mission's gonna get done. The hardest part about my job is the paperwork. We get mountains of paperwork for all the cargo that we do, and we have to go through each and every one of those just to verify everything's complete. If you join the porters, I hope you love working hard. You'll work hard, you'll work extremely hard, but you will leave with an immense amount of satisfaction. Like, you will know you've worked extremely hard and that everything you've worked for goes for something.
So the mission for the 781st AMS is we are the primary aerial port for the entire Korean Peninsula. So anything and everything you can think of that comes to the Korean Peninsula, it comes through us.
I work in passenger services, so my job, I work anything that has to do with moving passengers, processing them through our system and manifesting them for flights so they can fly in and out of Korea. The mission doesn't stop, so we're pretty much on call 24/7, 365. We always have people ready to go because you never know when a plane's gonna land and you're gonna need people to work it.
So the mission, in effect, is a global mission. We send cargo and passengers all across the world to other port docks and other ports. We focus on our safety for it, trying to get everything done on time. And when you take across the whole mission as a whole, it really is a big global experience, a global reach.
I'm Senior Airman Somerset, and I am the mission. We're called the Port Dawgs because I've always imagined it sort of like a sled dog team. You know, you get all the dogs in the line and they're the one really pulling all the weight. That's what we do. We coordinate as a team and we move the load so that other people can get the stuff that they need. I make sure that the cargo that comes through here surface-wise gets where it needs to go. That's my responsibility, and that's just to make sure that the people here over at Camp Arifjam and Camp Buring, amongst other places, are getting the things that they need instead of, you know, having stuff sit around for a long time. You usually think of like security forces as being the big thing, or the PJs or whatever, and their job is super important, but a lot of the stuff that they have comes from us. Those guys carry a lot of their equipment, and they can't always carry it with them. So it usually comes down to us to make sure that whenever they're going somewhere, that kind of stuff goes with them. They're getting the equipment they need to make sure that they do their job. We're the middleman, but that's pretty important to make sure that the stuff is getting from one place to another.
My name is Staff Sergeant Samantha Kaufman, and I am assigned to the 8th Expeditionary Air Mobility Squadron. Special handling is important to the 379th mission because we are the largest and most diverse within AFCENT, and it serves as the epicenter of operations within the theater. As special handling representatives, more specifically, we directly coordinate, facilitate, and handle any hazardous shipments. We also handle all inspections and airworthiness certifications for munition movements and unit movements for forward operations. The 379th Air Wing generates over 5,000 combat sorties and 20,000 flight hours. So as the Expeditionary Air Mobility Squadron, we're the gateway to generating combat air power.